the tools I had were just not quite getting me to where I wanted and where my team needed, as far as those really important numbers that we as group practice owners are constantly seeking. Once I was able to get deep into the retention numbers and the churn numbers provided by Practice Vital, it became a lot easier to talk to my clinical director about what trainings we needed to add, how we need to change supervision, how we need to change onboarding and training about retention, and then how she could then turn those conversations into something productive and things our therapist would be receptive to on an ongoing basis. Specifically in our practice, we've really been able to look at the differences between our couples therapists and our child therapists and then our individual therapists, and what kind of is a normal retention number. Even just today, I was talking to my clinical director, and one of our rockstar clinicians, all of her quality metrics are really high. Her retention is high. Her churn is low, her cancel is low, but we were talking today about how it's interesting that we can't seem to always get her full or above full. And we dug in and realized that it might be how we are talking to parents about child therapy. And so it's making us consider what kind of marketing we want to have around child therapy. We otherwise might have just not known where to go, but looking at somebody's really strong numbers and the amount of clients they were assigned and figuring out where that gap is, it's allowed us to not just point our finger at a clinician or point our finger at our intake coordinator and take a different step back to see what other creative brainstorming, problem solving we're able to come to so we can continue to serve this clinician and that demographic. I would, of course, recommend Practice Vital. In fact, I think it's one of the best monthly spends a practice owner can decide to make for their business. It has really been enlightening, and it has allowed us to take more control over hiring, marketing spends, how we want to use our training dollars, and so many different touch points across each decision-making sector of our practice.